In this how-to, we're going to be making a diamond pop-up card for Halloween, the witch edition. And this is pretty much what it looks like as soon as you take it out of the envelope. If you stretch it out a little bit, it will look like this, still a little poppy up. You can't really see the sides unless you flatten it out completely. This is a different color scheme. This is actually the color scheme we're going to be using on today's video. You can, of course, make it any color you want and use any color scheme you want. I'll show you how to do that on the design page if you don't know how. This will fit in a standard 4 1/4, 5 1/2 inch card envelope. So if you have some stray envelopes laying around, this will fit right in it, and you can mail it with standard postage. I am Lucine. This is my YouTube channel, Lucine Smith, and these are my Cricut how-tos. You can also get in touch with me at my blog. I have a blog, lindalucine@blogspot.com. I have a Facebook group, Cricut Lovers Friendship Group. I'd love to see your things. And you can email me, or you can just text me from Facebook. Okay, we're going to head on over to the design mat. Now don't forget the link to this design is down in the comments. So you can click right on that and it'll bring you right to the design mat. And here we are at the design mat. This is what it's going to look like when you open it up. I have it set on 100%. You can almost see everything right there at 100%. If you are worried about the fact that the card is more than 13 inches long, don't. It does cut in pieces. You can see the little black panels underneath are separate. That was done on purpose so that you could cut it out on a Cricut. Right. The card itself is attached. You can see all the little lines there for the folds. Do not unattach that card, because if your lines get all messed up, they'll never get back again. The other things are grouped. You can leave them grouped or you can ungroup them, whatever you want. Okay, before we go on to put this together, I do have one tip for anybody that hasn't watched my how to do cardstock videos. I think this is probably one of the most important things you can do. When you put your cardstock on your mat, make sure that cardstock is lined up right there on that line, and that whole little open space there is clear. You do not want your rollers to get stuck. You also want to burnish it down. You can use your small one or your large one. These are my mat cleaners, but they make great burnishers. And just really press that cardstock down hard to your mat, because if you have any little open spaces anywhere, your blade's going to get stuck in there and it's going to pull it up and it's going to rip your paper. And this is mostly important, really important, on black. And speaking of black cardstock, I always change my default to less when I'm doing black, because for some reason it just works a lot better. You still might have to redo it, but this gives you a better chance. We have everything cut now. We're going to move on over to the table and put it all together. All right, what we're going to make today is this pop-up card. It can sit right there on your little thing. It's a Halloween, but you can do it for any design. It will fit in just a regular 5 1/2, 4 1/4 inch envelope, and it will, even with all the pop-ups and the decorations on it, fit in that envelope for standard postage. Okay, let's get started. First thing we're going to do is fold the card. Let me shake all these pieces off. So what you want to do first is you fold your piece here up, and you fold this piece up. Okay, pretty simple so far. Now you've got diagonal folds right here. You want to fold those backwards. So fold this diagonal fold all the way across, backwards. Fold this diagonal fold all the way across, backwards. Okay, then go on the other side. You want to fold that diagonal fold backwards, that diagonal fold backwards. Now you have two little folds in the middle there. You're going to put your fingers, your index fingers on those, and you're going to pop those down while pressing in on the ones you already folded, and it's going to make a little tent. And then you just, let's do that again. All right, you've got your diagonal fold here, your diagonal fold here, and you've got the little fold in the middle. You're going to press down on those with your fingers, and you're going to bring them together, and it's going to create that diamond right there. So this is what you get, all folded, all ready to go. All right, we're going to glue our back pieces on. This is what's going to make it a full card size. So I'm going to take my art glitter glue, and I'm going to turn it over, and I'm going to glue all this back last panel. Get your corners, get your edges. Now take your large black rectangles, and you're going to center that, and you're going to line it right up with that edge, and you're going to glue it down. You're going to do the same thing with the other side. Get your corner, get your glue in your corners, glue it all the way down, glue it up, glue it in the center, center that, line it up with edges, and glue it down. Now, there is your card. Ready to decorate. Okay, so now you've got all your pieces here. It's upside down. Okay, so you want to glue your base piece over that, base piece over that. So instead of having you sit and watch me do that, here's just what it looks like when you've got all your pieces glued down. And these are all the purple panel pieces, which of course you could have made any color you want. This is what it'll look like when you have your second layer of panels put on. I actually used paper for these panels. It's printed Halloween paper. You could use paper, you could use cardstock, it doesn't really matter. You could use solid or print, again, it doesn't matter. If you do use print, make sure you don't change the angle of your diamond, because you want your print to go straight up and down. All right, now let's put our pieces together. And if you already know how to do this, you can just shut me off and put your pieces together. No big deal. There's not too many that you need to worry about. I already put my potion together. I put the little letters on top of the green background. I did have to cut this twice in black. Black is really hard to cut, and my tea didn't want to cut. But the second time I burnished it a little scrap down really, really, really hard and managed to cut it out just fine. All right, the kitty cat has green eyes. So I'm going to put that little green panel right behind it like this, so it has green eyes, and it's going to get glued. It's going to get glued on right up the side there. Make sure it doesn't overlap the bend. It can go all the way up to the bend. Then the cauldron has a green flame. If you wanted to do extra colors and extra mats, then of course red or yellow flame would work. Or you could do it in white and paint it. And I've got purple potion, which, I don't know, green potion might have been nice there too. I did purple. Okay. I wanted to keep it down to just 3 colors, which is why I did it this way. You can of course add all the colors you want. And the potion and the cauldron go right there, so you can glue those on. I'll just go ahead and do that. Okay, the spiders don't need anything but glued on. So I'm going to put a little on the body and a little on each leg. So I don't want those legs to flop off and get stuck in anything. I'm going to put this spider going this way. And I'm going to put a spider going up This microchip on this glitter glue is so nice. You can glue itsy bitsy tiny little pieces. And I'm going to put that kitty cat right there. Alright, last two pieces. You've got your back of your girl is her green skin. And I'm going to put her mouse, and I'm going to glue just a little bit where the hand is here. And I'm going to glue that underneath her skin. So the green hand is still showing. And I'm going to put her clothes in the cauldron on. Just like that. Oh, that mouse is purple. And I'm going to put her boots on. And again, so you can see how her boots got chewed up a little bit in the cut. Doesn't matter because it's not going to show. The black is fine. So I'm putting the green on the boot, or the glue on the boot on the green, and then put her boot right on top. Right like that. And then my witch goes right here. And it doesn't matter if it goes off the edge a little bit, but make sure you don't get any glue on that part. Okay, so if you've got glue up here on this hat, don't glue it down to this. Make sure it's up in the air like that. Okay, and then the tiny little pieces of the little bubbles. It only comes with 2, so I just cut a couple extra out by hand because I like the bubbles coming up. And I'll probably cover them yeah, that's too many, with Stickles glitter anyway. Okay, and then the last one is the October. And what you want to do is you want to glue your green piece onto your purple piece. Doesn't matter where. Just make sure your edges match up somewhere. And then you're going to glue the October on. And now that matters. You want to line the edge of the October up with the green. Like so. And then your 31st. Okay. Put the green, put the glue on the 30. And first. And that goes up here. And there you go. It's ready to put in your card and mail off to someone. What fun. As always, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed making this diamond pop-up card. If you did make one, I'd love to see it, so jump on over to Facebook, join my Cricut Lovers Friendship group if you haven't already, and post your card so we can all see it. You can also check out my blog at lindalucine@blogspot.com. And until next time, see you. Bye.